what the drawing is there. This is actually a screw jack drawing. Okay, only one sheet is there. So this is the body of the screw jack. This is called as spindle. So this is nut, this is cup, this is the screw, this is the washer, and finally Tommy bar. So total, how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So if you make 7 parts and assemble them, then this one will be over. Okay, now we'll try to learn how to build each and every part. After that, I will explain you out how to assemble them. That also I will explain. Okay, in this class, at least in 1 hour, we'll try to learn how to build at least some 2 to 3 parts. Okay, once you're done with this first one and second one, okay, the first body part and second body part all are easy. Within 5 minutes, you can create the remaining body parts. They are very easy. Okay, so first what we need to do here is, in order to create this body part, you can see here this hatched portion is there, right? This border, this we need to create in CATIA. Then you can revolve this using a shaft option. Then you will get this body part. Okay, dimensions they have given. So let us go with the dimension and we'll start. Already have done this. What I'll do, I'll go to start mechanical design. I'll take a new part. What I will do, I will give name as screw jack body. So as usual, you can hide this. Without hiding also you can do. And go to insert new access system. Okay. So now what you are supposed to do is select this YZ plane, go to sketch. It will be like this. It will be visible like this. Okay, I'll just bring it down so that I can use this whole space. Let me go and see the diagram, how it looks. So this portion I need to create. Okay, so for that, what I will do to do this, I will just draw first initially the rough sketch of this. I will draw. Then I will give dimensions. Then I will revolve this. Okay, so let me draw the rough sketch, how it looks. I will take spline option. So from here I will come like this. I think it may look like a little this way. Just a second, I'll make it straight. First you draw the rough sketch, then you can go for the final dimensions. Okay, I will just leave it here. Now I will go to the dimension, then I will draw them properly. So height of this is 185. From here to here is 185. Okay, and from here to here it is 140. So before that, I will merge these two. Okay, I will coincide them with each other so that I will get the base coincidence. So it's done now. So now what is the total height? Height is 185, right? So from here to here is 185. This is 400 is there. Make it as 185. See how it's moving now. So if this is happening, what you can do, you can bring up like this. There is a provision. Okay, you can just change whenever whatever you want. You can do that. Okay. So 185 height we have given. Anyway you can draw whatever the method you are following, just follow that method and draw this particular hatched portion. Okay, so now this height is 20, so this height I will give now. So this is 20. Go to constraint, give this as 20. Okay, just a second, I will bring little down. I'll make this as 20, and I think this is 40. This will be 40. right? So vertical dimensions in the y plane, y z plane, we have given all the dimensions, and we look for as y. Sorry, in z plane we have given. We need to look for what like y plane, y axis. What and all dimensions are there? So from here to here is 140. That means from central axis to the end of this portion is 70. Okay. So from here to here is 70. Let us give that dimension. So this is 224 is there. Okay, we will change it, and from here to here is how much? Let us see. So this is from here to here is 100 is there. That means it will be 50. So this will be 50, and this is 170 is 140 is there. So it must be 70. Okay, but it has to. Okay, I will give it later. No problem. Let me fix this also upper portion. Then I can bring this. This will be 50 as I said. We'll just keep it as it is, and we can see from here to here is the total is 70. That means from you take from central axis, then from here to this end will be 35. Correct? You can see that 70 is there. It will be 35. Half of that. So go to constraint. So from here to here is 35. It is 150 is there. It should be 35. Okay. Go to trim option. You can delete this if you don't want. And then this must be 70 as I told you, because total length is 140. Okay. So now this much we have created. Okay. This much we have created, and now we can see that this diameter is 66, right? From here to here, that is 66. That means from central axis from here to here is 33. 66 by 2, that is 33. So what I will do, I'll go to constraint. From here to this is 33. And let us see, I need to move this little bit like this, and I don't know what is this one. No, this also I need to write. So if we come here, so this is also 100, right? From here to here is 100, correct? So that means what? It will be 50. Half of this will be 50. So before that, anything else is there? This is 3 mm is there. So this is 3 mm is there. Okay, let us see. I will give height of 3 mm. I think this and this must be 10 is there. It should be 3. Okay, 3 is there. Correct. So now from here to here, as it is like it's 50, because there it is showing as 100. See, you can see this is showing as 100, but it is actually 50 is there. From here to here is 50. So from here to here it's showing as 60. I'll make it as 50. Okay, done. You can see this. Okay, so this is 40. So this is 50, and finally this is 20, and this is 50, this is 70, and this height is from here to here it is 3. Okay. So now again from this I will draw one more line, on horizontal line like this, right? So from this horizontal line to the base, this base is 185. It is correct as it is. 185 is there. Okay. So now what we can do is in order to create this portion I have done like this. This portion I have created. Okay. I need to create this line and this line. Okay, so this line is having the height of 48, but it will not be 48, it will be little more than that. So what we'll do, we'll not consider this. In if exam also it comes, don't consider this. Directly you draw one line which is located at 25 distance from the central axis. So what I will do now, I will draw one line, simply one line I will draw, random line, and I will give dimension for this. From here to here is 25. Okay, it's 25 is there. So now again what I will do, I will create one more line parallel to this line. I have created one more line, and the distance between them is 10. Okay, distance between these two is 10. So what I will do, I will go to dimension. Just I will mention the distance between these two is parallel lines is 10 mm. Okay, 10 mm. So I'll try to expand this line, bring it down where it should coincide with the below line. Okay, just I will try to extend this line little more. So it has got coincided with this line. So intersection point is there. Now you can use trim command, remove these unwanted lines. Okay, remove that unwanted line and remove this line as well. Remove this is. So now we have created this profile. Correct? We have created this profile. So this is 40, and this point is located at 33 mm, and from here to here it is 35, and this line is located at 25 mm distance, and these two lines are parallel. Okay, these two lines are parallel. Make them as parallel. Apply parallelism, and then what we say, like the distance between them is 10, and from here to here this point is 50, and then this is also 50, and this is 70, and this length is 3. Okay, this length is 3. So now what I will do is I will exit from the workbench. Okay, I will exit from the workbench, and I will try to revolve this. Use this shaft option. I will ask for the angle. You give 360-degree, and then axis it will ask no selection. Now I will select the axis. Okay, preview, give OK. So your body of the screw jack is ready, but this radius we have not yet given. Now we will give radius of this curve. Okay, so for that what we can do is go to fillet option. You can see here edge fillet is there. Click that and select this line or edge. Okay, it will ask how much of radius you want. Radius should be 8. Give OK. You can see. So this is done. So body of your screw jack is done. This is one part. Okay, now what you can do, you can save this file, save. I will save in desktop itself. Okay, screw jack body I have given name, saved. Okay, so one part is ready. So similarly now we need to build this one, the second part. So this also will try to draw and see like how we will get in 3D model. Here also same case, you have to create half drawing of this particular spindle, screw spindle, like this. It will go like this, it will come like this, like this, like this way, half. Then you revolve like same manner what I have done before. Okay, so what I will do now, again I will go to CATIA, I will go to start mechanical design, or I will go to file, new, CATIA part is there. Let me search. As part is there. You OK. What is this? It is spindle. Screw jack spindle. Give name. Then as usual, hide these three planes. Go to insert, insert new axis system. You okay. Select ZY plane, go to sketch and create the profile of the spindle. Okay. So we need to create the profile of the spindle. So for that, what I will do, I will just draw first initially the rough sketch like this. Rough sketch I will draw, and then we will see. Let me draw the rough sketch. I think this is how it looks like. Let us see. Simply you draw first. Don't worry anything about anything. Just draw simply a rough sketch like this and finish it. Later on you can give the dimension. So what are the dimensions now? This is a rough sketch how it looks now. Okay, this manner. What are the dimensions? You can see this. The diameter is thread diameter is 38. Okay, of which length 7 mm. So 38 means what? This diameter is 38. That means from here to here it will be 19. Okay, so that dimension I will give first. So from here to here is 20 it is showing. I'll make it as 19. Okay, then what is the height? Height of the spindle is 240. From here to here is, you can see 240 is there. So I'll give 240. From here to the base is 240. This is 70. Make it as 240. Okay. So it will go like this. Don't worry. Okay, don't worry. Always you have freedom to modify the diagram, whatever you want. Okay. Keep like this, whatever it actually deserves. So now from here to actually that from this to here it is diameter is 65. That means from axis to the extreme end is 65 by 2. So that will be around some 32.5. Let us see. I will give that dimension as well. From here to from here. Select this. From this line to this line is 65 divided by 2. 65 by 2. Okay, this is done. So what this is coming extra, no? What we can do is you can trim and you can draw one more again. If it's not coming properly, you can draw again. So go to line command, draw one small line. Okay, and see what is the dimension of that line. So from here to here is how much? This is 22, right? So this is 22. So 22 in the sense it will be half of that, it will be 11. From central axis it will be 11. So go to dimension, give this as 11. And below this one more line you create. One more line you create and find out the dimension of that. So this dimension is 13. So this length is how much now? 13. So come to constraint. 10 is there. Make it as 13. Okay. So after that, after this 13, it has come in this way. What is the dimension of that? 45 is there. The total is 45. From here to here is 45. That means from this axis to this point is how much? 45 by 2. Okay. 45 by 2. So let me draw one more line from here to here, and I'll give the dimension from this central line to this extreme end. This will be, what is that? 45. That means 45 by 2. This will be 45 divided by 2, 22.5. Okay, this much we got. So now what I will do, I will just extend this line like this, and also I will extend what you say, this line as well, correct? So now from this line and this line there is a chamfer. Okay, there is a chamfer, exactly it has to come here only, this point only, there is a chamfer is there. So for that I'll take this, I'll trim this first, and I will trim this as well. Okay, now I will apply chamfer. You can see here the chamfer option is there. Select this and this. Chamfer should be 10 mm. Okay, chamfer should be 10 mm. Angle should be 45 degree. So this is 45 degree is there. The length must be 10 mm. Okay, length must be 10 mm. This chamfer must be 45 degree, means from here only it should start. 10 into 45 degree they have given. Okay, what we can do is, if it is not coming exactly at this position, exactly at this point, so then what we can do is, we can delete this, make it as it is. From here you draw one line here, and its angle must be 45 degree. From here to here, angle must be 45 degree. Okay, and length must be 10 mm. Right, and now you can extend this line up. Okay, you can extend that line a little up. Let me have look. Okay, it's not like exactly 10 mm like it will take, because if I do chamfer here, it will extend till here, no, the length will be more. So what we'll do, we'll have to, I think we need to again go back to the previous method only, otherwise it will not get coincident with each other. You can see that, or else what we can do later on also, we can give the chamfer option in the part modeling, there also we can do. But here we'll try to finish here only. Let us see. This is 30, no, this is 30 is there, and this is 11. 13 is over. So from here to, he has given from here to here is 45 degree. Sorry, 45 mm is the dimension. That means from here to here it is 22.5, and from here to here is 65 he has given. Okay, 65. That means 65 by 2. 65 by 2 is there. But if I take, remove this angle, I will remove this also, I will remove. Let us see. I will try to extend this line and will try to draw the chamfer. Okay, so trim this and apply chamfer. There are so many methods are there, you can follow whichever you feel easy, you just follow that. So this must be 10 he is telling. It's coming as 10. Go to constraint. This point and this point, let us coincide with each other, whether it is possible. No, it's getting over constraint. Let it be like this, because we have created the chamfer line. And what we can do is, now I'll check the dimension between this point and this point. It must be 65. Okay, it must be 65 from this line. Sorry, control that. Go to constraint. From this line to this point must be Yes, this is 32.5 is there. Correct. It's correct only. Okay. No need to change anything. Let it be like this. So now the total height, this is 30, 13, and below this must be around some, what you say, let us see here. 13 is over. Next is 35 plus 35. That means 70. Okay. 70 length is there that we need to see. So go to dimension. So from here to the below point, let us say from here to here, this is to here, it should be 70. Okay. So now after this, you can extend this line. Use line command, extend this line, and also you can extend this line. Okay. So now what you can do is you can apply chamfer. So I will remove this time for time being. I will apply chamfer here. Again same case, it should be 45 degree and length must be 10. Length must be 10 mm. Okay. So now this is done. Okay. So now use trim command. Remove this trim, remove this extra line which has come here. Okay. And here also I think it is there, you can see. Remove this as well. Just control Z. Supposed to remove this one, green line. Okay. So this is done, but now from this point and this must be 70 degree. So 70 mm dimension. Let us see. 62.06 is there. It should be 70. Okay. So we have given 70. So this is 45 degree. This is 10 mm. This is 10 mm. Okay. So now your profile is ready. Okay. Your profile is ready. What you can do is you can revolve this. So exit from the workbench. So go to shaft option. Select the axis. Select the 360 degree angle. Select the axis. Review. Okay. So the spindle is ready now. Okay. So in this spindle, what you can see here, one hole is there, M12. Okay, 12 mm diameter simple hole is there. This hole we need to create, which is having the length of 35 mm. Okay, 35 mm length is there that we need to create. Diameter of hole is how much? 12 mm. That will create. So for that, select this one, go to sketch, create on point, exactly at the center. Exit from the workbench. Here you can see one hole option is there. Hole option. Click this and select this point where you want to create the hole. So it will ask which kind of hole you want to create. So what I will do, I'll create here. Let me like a blind hole only, and then depth is this much. Come here, instead of flat bottom, you can have V bottom. So diameter of the hole is how much? M12. Diameter of the hole is 12 mm. Give it as 12. So depth is 35 mm. 35 mm is the depth. Okay, then you can preview this and give okay. So hole is created. You can see this, the V bottom hole is created. So again, if you go to the same sketch, here one more hole is there, 12 mm diameter, which is called as through hole. This also we are supposed to create. Okay, this also we are supposed to create. For that, what we'll do, go here. Okay, go select this, select YZ plane, go to sketch, create one circle. Okay, what is the diameter of that circle? That is 12 mm. So go to constraint. Diameter is 12 mm. Where it is located? So this is located exactly at 35 mm plus 13. That means from top end it is located at 48 mm. Okay, at distance of 48 mm from here to the circle is center is 48 mm. Sorry, from this is 48 mm. It must be 48 mm. This is dimension is how much? 12 mm. Okay, so now this is created. Now what you can do, exit from the workbench, go to pocket option. Okay, mirror extent, give mirror extent, and you can increase the dimension. Let it go out of the boundary, then preview. Okay, so you can see this, the hole is also created. Okay, hole is also created. So now for this, here the thread is there. This portion we have threading is there. Okay, you can see here the threading is there, that portion, thread 38 into 7 mm. Okay, so the total length is how much? This is 240. 240 minus 70, 83, 89, sorry, 86. 240 minus 86 will be your thread length. Okay, that much of thread length we need to have. So just I will 70 plus 73, 73 plus 13 is 86. So 240 minus 86 will be 240 minus 86 will be 154 mm. So 154 mm will be your thread length. Okay, that also we can give. So what we can do is select this. I think thread option, we have to search for thread option. Just a second. I think somewhere it will be here only. We need to drag it out. Thickness, I think here, thread. It is there. Thread option is there. Okay. So now it is asking lateral surface, how much you want the thread. Okay. So limit the face. I will limit the face till here. It is not coming. Okay, we can create both at a time. Just let me select this as well. So thread diameter is 38 mm is there. Thread depth we can give 7 mm as shown in there here. 7 mm is there. Okay, so total length, the dimension is how much? 154 as we found it. So limit face we can give this limit face. Okay, we can give this, but if it is asking for dimension, then we need to add the dimension, but it's not showing. 30 diameter, thread depth, sorry, thread depth is, let us see, it is 7, it is asking 150. Actually thread length is, it is not asking. So that is a thing here I'm looking for. Lateral face 1, 2, lateral face 2. Okay, dimension, let us see. Anyhow it is not visible. Okay, let it be. You just give up to the surface here. Okay, select the what you say, limit face and lateral face. Okay, or else lateral face I will select something else. So I'll go to thread option. This is the lateral face. Okay, just a second, it's not taking. Lateral face is selected. So limit face will be this. Okay, I'll go for 7 mm thread depth. So preview. Third, the tap is out of support limits. Okay, because it is not having the one particular. This is what you say. Here, cut section is there. So we need to create one whole section which is not been cut. Then only it will take. Not an issue. We can do it threading later. Okay. Till here, I think you have understood. Okay. We'll make it thread later while doing the assembly. Then we can join them. Otherwise, once again, I will build the same thing and I will create the thread there itself while doing the assembly. But remaining procedures except threading, everything is done here. Okay, everything is done. So now we need to go for the third option. So this is the nut we need to create. So for that, we are supposed to have this particular profile, then revolve again. Okay, revolve again, then you will get this nut option. So again, for that, what I will do, I'll go to start mechanical design, or else I will go directly file, new one, and I will take part new. Okay, new part is, this is what, nut. So hide this and insert new axis system. Okay, so this we need to create. So the hatch portion is there, no, you just create this hatched portion, then automatically rest of the things will come. So what I will do, I will go with 50 and 90 is there, no, and this is 10, this is 10, this is 25. This is easy to create. So let me select this, the right plane, go to sketch option, I'll select this profile. So like this it is there. Okay, I hope it looks like this. Now we'll apply the dimension. So total height is 25 plus 10 plus 10, that is 45. Okay, so total height is 45. From here to here is 45. Okay, from here to here it is, I think, 10. This is 10. And this is also 10. And this must be 25, I think. Because 10. So this has 45. And automatically this will be 25. So let me trim this. And let me check the dimension of this. Yes, 25 is there. Okay. So now that dimension I have given, from this axis to this extreme end is 90. That means it will be 45. Okay, 45 mm, and inner one is 25 mm. Okay, and the thread in minor diameter is how much? 19. So from here to here is 19. Then it will be 25. Then it will be 45. So I will come from outside, from central axis. So this must be 45. Okay, and this must be from here to here is 60 is there. That will change it now. So from here to here is 25 first. This must be 25. This must be 45. It's not 90. It should be 45. So now from here to here is 19. It should be 19 because 38 is the diameter, right? So make it as 19. So now we have got the nut portion. Exit from the workbench and revolve. Shaft option. Use the shaft option. Give OK. And now go for edge fillet. You can see this. This is having the 10 mm radius. Sorry, 5 mm radius, and this curve is 5 mm, this is 5 mm, both the side. We'll try to do that. So I'll go to first face option. What is the variable called and face fillet? I'll select face fillet. Select this face fillet. The face, this one I want to have the radius of 5 mm. Why it's not taking? Let me just a second. It's my face here. What is this? Edge fillet. Let us see edge fillet. 5 mm. Okay. And is it 5 mm below one? Edge fillet 5. Okay. So 5 mm is done. Radius, and this is also 5 mm. And below also 5 mm radius. Let's fill it. So now you can see here this portion is done, that is nut portion is done, which is like this. Okay, so this is 5, this is 5, and here also below is 5. So I will save this, save as nut. So nut is done. So we need to create one more. This cup one we need to create. For this also we need to create only this portion, this hatched part. Then you revolve it, you'll get a cup. Then you create holes like this. 4 side holes are there, that we can create it. So I'll go to file, I'll take new one, part. What is this? I think cup is the name of that particular part. So make it as cup. As usual, hide the planes. Okay, go to, sorry, before going to sketch, insert a new axis system. Select ZY plane. Go to sketch. Create this hatched portion. First I will create the rough sketch. Then I will put the what you say, like dimensions. Okay, the rough sketch I have created. So I will give the dimension now. So from here to the what you say, this one, this line, this is 38. That means 19 will be. From the end it is 65. Okay, and from here to here it is 45, and here it is 23. So here to here it is 65. No, 65 by 2 I will give. Go to constraint. From here to here is 65 by 2, and from here to below is 45 is there, 45 by 2. So from here to here is 45 by 2. Okay, and from here to here, this is how much? That is 23. That means 23 by 2. 23 by 2. And from here to this point, so this point is there, how much it is given? We can see this. From here to this point is 38, that means 19. So 38 by 2, 38 by 2, that will be 19. Okay, and automatically this must be 6, I think, or 4.7 is there, but what is the exact one is 6. Let us give the value as 6. Okay, you can see this. So we have created this part 45, 23. So now what is the height of that? Total height. What they have given is height is how much? 30 plus 12. That will be 42. Okay, 30 plus 12 is 42. So the total height from here to the base is 42. Okay, 42. So this cup we have created right now. What we will do is we will revolve this. We exit from the workbench. Go to shaft option. Revolve. Give OK. So cup you have got, right? So cup we have got. So now what I will do? I will select again here. Go to sketch. I want to create holes. These holes. 4 sides are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 side holes I have. This hole I need to create. That is having the radius of 5. Okay, 5 mm radius. It is there. So what I will do? I will get circle. Just draw one circle. Give the dimension. Radius is diameter change to radius. Make it as 5. Give OK. Go to constraint, then select this point and this line, make it as coincidence. Okay, and this must be lying in the same axis. Then exit from the workbench. Then pocket option. Go to mirror extent. Increase the dimensions. Give OK. It is cut. Now similarly you select this one, except plane. Go to sketch. Okay, then draw one more circle. Same manner. Give the dimension. R is 5 mm. Then select the center point of the circle. Then this surface, make it as coincidence. Make sure that the center point is located or it is there in the one axis. Okay, so exit from the workbench. Just a second. Hello, sir. Sir, good morning. I am in class, sir. I will just call you back after 5 minutes. That one I will clarify with them. Now. Hello. Okay, I will just call them and I will ask him, sir. Just a second. Okay. Yeah. So now what you can do is select this, go to pocket option as usual, use mirror extent and give OK. So now you can see your cup is also ready. Okay, your cup is ready. This is ready. So these four cup, these things we have got it. So this is how you can create the parts like this. Okay, and similarly remaining parts are there that I will create, and I will I think only these two are remaining. The 3 are remaining. One is screw, one is washer, and one is Tommy bar. So these are also easier one. I will show you that also as well in the next class. Or else I'll just upload the video. You just watch it and learn it. Along with assembly also I will explain in that particular video.